Hi Bloomerinos, it's Kelea. Hi. And I'm so excited to give you a little tip today with floral tape. And I'm going to show you how to use some floral tape and what it's about. So you've probably seen this before in the floral department at your craft store. And it is kind of this tape that's not really sticky at all until you stretch it, and then it will stick to itself. And I want to show you how we're going to use that today to create some little clusters. I want to take and not use this how it comes. And generally I work with pieces and leave a strong wire on them because the strong wire eliminates steps like having a pick machine and adding other steps to the production. Now, remember, when I'm selling hundreds of wreaths a month and thousands of wreaths a year, what I want to do is I want to increase my production time. So one of those ways is to take steps out. If I need to make a cluster, I don't really want to pull out the pick machine, deal with it getting jammed, oiling it, and then picks aren't the greatest thing to use when you put them into a grapevine wreath because they have that pointy part at the back. One of the things I use is that floral tape I just showed you. So I'm going to show you how to make little clusters with this right now. So when you cut down a stem, you want to think about the length. I'm cutting everything. So when I make a cut, I think about how long I want to leave the stem. You see here that I know when I cut, and this will have this long of a stem, and this will have this long of a stem, and this will have this long of a stem. If I just plan out my cuts a little bit ahead of time, all of a sudden, these pieces have strong stems that can work together to go in our piece. You know, one of the great things about artificial floral arranging is that I can control the direction and the angle of everything. So I want to think about that when I put the stems on here, like when I make those cuts. Okay, so already I don't need a pick machine, right? I don't need it. This is all ready to roll if I wanted to put it in like this. But here's where the floral tape comes into play. I want to make these into little hearts. So I want to take them and make them to where they make a heart like this. So in order to do that, I need to be able to really keep them tight together down here. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take, look how cute this is. I love it. I'm going to take these and floral tape them together. Now, if the stem is really, really tight and you feel like, hey, I probably need some more pressure on it, I could cable tie it first. That's fine. Or if you want to add a longer stem to this, you could. And let's say I want to take and make this super long. I want a long, long stem. Maybe I want to put it in a centerpiece and I'm going to make my own little cute curly heart picks. I'm going to take and add a dowel, or you can take a wire piece that's left from a piece you cut. I am going to go ahead and put one cable tie because I'm putting some heavy duty things here together. Okay. So don't worry about that. They're not perfect right now. I'm just going to get them tied together. And I want to make sure they're facing each other. That's about it. Now get that cable tie really tight. Now, I want to make all of this pretty and neat and clean. There's a lot of different ways to do that. But in this case, especially when I need the height for that centerpiece, I'm going to go ahead and use that floral tape. Okay? So I made my cute little heart. How cute is that? We could use this for any season. Now I'm going to take my floral tape, and you're going to take it, and I'm just going to let it hit the floor while I'm talking to you guys. But I'm going to take and start it on here, and you stretch it. And as you stretch and spin, I'm going to work from the top down, and I'm going to go over that little cable tie, just like that. And look, all of a sudden it makes this really strong and sturdy. And depending how long you need it to cover up the stem, we could keep going. All right, you just rip it to tear it. And let's say I want to make it a little bit more neat and clean. I'm going to start right here, go down a little bit more. However much you need to, you feel like it's very stable. I love this. And then just with a little playing around, boom, I've got my adorable heart. So I've made my own heart out of some curly picks, and I've used that floral tape because you guys, that stuff is got a purpose. I don't use it that much, but there is a time and a place for it. Pick that up at your local craft store when you're making your cute little pieces like this. And especially anytime you need to add height for a centerpiece and we need to get that stem longer, pop the floral tape over it to make it look finished. All right, Bloomerinos, I would love to be your wreath teacher. So come join us in design school where I'm teaching tips and tricks and the foundations of floral design so you can use them to make beautiful floral arrangements for your home and even learn how to make and sell them.